we get started, just going to say this was Mom's idea. So we decided that rather than have watermelon for dessert, we're going to actually make some watermelon sorbet. So after a quick internet browse, Google search on how to make 5-minute sorbet, we are ready to go. So what we have here, we have a half of a seedless watermelon. We have some salt. It calls for rock salt, but we're going to use table salt. It's probably going to take a little extra. Food processor to puree the watermelon. And we have 2 1-gallon Ziploc bags, 2 pint Ziploc bags, or quart Ziploc bags. And the final ingredient is ice. So we're going to put the ice back in the freezer for a moment. First thing we're going to have to do is we're going to have to scoop out the watermelon and puree it. So, Keaton?
It's a very technical process, but I think that anybody is really capable of this as long as they don't use a spoon too sharp. You won't have any spoon-induced injuries from this.
So in the meantime, we're going to access the ice supply. Get that ready to go. Now the instructions called for
4 tablespoons?
4 tablespoons of salt into the ice. We're going to go with a little bit more since we're not using the rock salt. But basically the premise behind this is you fill a bag up with ice and this becomes your ice cream machine in essence. Mojitos later because all the ice will be gone. So here we have 2 bags of ice awaiting the puree and the salt. You're going to have to squish that down, Keaton.
Yep.
Say that's good.
Put that juice in there too. A little juice in there. Alright, watermelon juice.
That's got a little blocking thing that goes on there.
Alright, hold your ears and...
So we are pureeing the watermelon into a tasty watermelon juice.
And it's leaking everywhere.
Alright. That piece isn't doing real well.
Nope, not doing well at all.
One last little puree. And done. Now, sugar?
Yeah, let's add some sugar to this. Powdered sugar if we've got it.
Don't think we have any sugar. Tell you what, we're going to go low-cal. We're going to just add 2 little packs of sweet low. And a little bit of a mix here. Sweet low is pretty powerful stuff, so we won't have to use much of that. And I believe we are pureed.
Now we'll be preparing the smaller bags. This is what's actually going to hold the sorbet as we go on to cook it. It's alright. It'll just grow a small watermelon plant in your stomach and it's really not going to cause a problem.
Hold it over the sink, please. Bag 1. So we seal the bag and we try to squeeze as much air out of the bag as possible. Now if this example or if our little video doesn't work right here, it's probably because we're filling the bags up too much. So
probably should have done 3, maybe even 4 bags.
there we go. They look like they're about even. So we're going to pop the edge here. We're going to
make sure you check for a good seal. You don't want that watermelon leaking out into your ice cream machine we've just made.
Good seal. Good. All right. So here we have our 2 bags of ice. And we're going to do, what we say, 4 tablespoons of salt. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we went with heaping teaspoons or tablespoons. All right. Inside.
Timer, 5 minutes at least for shaking.
Shake that down, let the salt get down in there. Now what the salt does is the salt makes the ice colder than normal.
Don't forget to squeeze the air out of this bag as well.
So we put this down, squeeze all the air out of this bag as best we can. And we begin mixing. Let a little bit more air out of mine now that
Keep thinking.
Sure, get it closed. Now the one thing you have to remember to do when you pull your sorbet bag out of the middle of the bigger bag is it's going to have salty water all over it, so you want to rinse that off. So none of that gets down into your sorbet.
I personally like just a little bit of salt in my sorbet.
As you can see in the bag, it's starting to solidify, starting to freeze, along with my hands. So while yes, there probably is an easier way to do this with an ice cream maker, this is the quick and easy way to do it without one. Alright, I think we're at 5 minutes, Keith.
Alright.
So we're going to take our bags of sorbet out. Very nice. Let's dispose of these in there. We're going to do a quick rinse. Out we come into a nice chunk of watermelon sorbet.
Mine has a seed in it.
Paige, can you make sure we can get a good shot of that?
Oh, which one? Just the sorbet?
Of the sorbet.
Looks nice.
Can you see it through the...
I can.
Excellent. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So the next...
Keaton sorbet.
Now the taste test.
Which is the final and most important step of them all.
Oh my God.
Tastes like a sweet watermelon, doesn't it?
It is pretty tasty.
Can I turn this off yet?
Sure, you can turn that off.
Sign off.
Signing
Oh my
off.
God, that's so good.
And that is a 5-minute sorbet.
And that is your 5-minute sorbet.